It's been a while since I last did a video and updated you all on the Bodybuilder film we're currently in production of. Well, 10 months ago in fact. I haven't just been procrastinating, we have now indeed shot Act 1. Act 1 is officially in the can. Ish. We've got to get a couple more pickup shots and transition shots into Act 2, but more or less there, give or take. You may remember in the last video I was talking about showing the main character's journey, going from being overweight and unhealthy to a major body transformation and onto the stage. We shot Act 1 now, while the main lead, me, is overweight as you can clearly see, and now that Act 1 is in the can, it's time to hit the gym and start training, which I have been doing for the last couple of months, but it takes time, especially when you're a certain age. But let's talk about the production of Act 1 of The Bodybuilder. And I have to give a massive shout out to all the cast and crew that really went above and beyond to help me. It's something that I will be forever grateful for. We managed to get an amazing crew, amazing cast, and some great locations as well. That's not to say that we didn't have any issues.
Okay. So it's April the 6th, and today should have been the first day of filming The Bodybuilder, day 1. And it's got to have been one of the worst, shittiest filming days I've ever had. We got to the location, and just getting stuff out of the car. We tried to close the boot and there was this horrible noise. Basically it turns out that the strut that holds the door mechanism came off and smacked the rear windshield and smashed the window. I was like, oh my god. So I just tried to put it out of my head and carry on filming. We got into this location that we'd had a recce for in the past. We'd been in contact with the recce and we negotiated a price to film there. We'd been basically rigging all our equipment, and just before we could even do a first take, the manager of the building came in with security and 2 or 3 other members of staff, and told us that we had to leave. They wanted us out, and it was quite a shit experience. Like, we've been very honest, we've been very transparent, we've told them everything about the film, but for some reason they thought it was a documentary we were filming, even though we've never mentioned documentary. And then they said there's a breakdown of communication, but I don't know how there could be a breakdown of communication when we've been honest from day one what we were doing. So we were asked to leave, and then we were escorted out the building, which just was a terrible feeling. No matter how we argued it, it's ridiculous. So I just wanted to do this little recording to remind myself just how, even though how shit it feels today, how depressing it is. We've got a limited number of days to shoot Act 1, and this probably couldn't have been the best start. This is probably the worst start ever. So we're at rock bottom already. We haven't got a single frame to show for it. Fed up, and now I'm going to go to bed at the end of day 1 without anything in the can, but nothing to show for it except a smashed rear windshield on the car. How shit is that?
Luckily though, after a big shout out on social media, a few phone calls and texts, one of the cast said that they had a link to a similar location. After a bit of a chat, and we were able to get permission to shoot there, and we were able to pick up that day at the end of the shoot. So we didn't lose a day, but it just was a major pain and a real kick to the confidence. But after 8 days of shooting, we had all we needed for the first act of The Bodybuilder. The footage has been assembled into a rough pass, and we could see there's a need for a couple of pickup shots here and there, but nothing massive. So on to Act 2. When are we going to shoot Act 2? Well, that's the big question. Lots of hard work has to be done before we turn over again. Act 2 picks up several months later after Act 1, and I need to physically change a lot. So it's time to hit the gym. But where am I at body-wise at the moment? Well, that's going to be the subject of the next video. I said 10 months ago that I would post all my training videos on the other channel, but I've decided to put them all on here, I mean, growing 2 channels at the same time is going to be twice as hard as doing just the one. So I'm going to concentrate on this. So join me next time for the starting point of the journey, the first steps. How much do I weigh now? What body fat percentage am I at? What is the diet and training regime I'm going to follow? Who knows? Well, I do, but that's for next time. So, until then, see you in the gym.